My friend, what just happened in Philadelphia will give any fan goosebumps. The Eagles are about to take a giant leap, a signing no one expected that could reignite the fire of this offense you've extinguished. It's the kind of move that changes the mood in the locker room, fills the fans with hope, and shows that Howie Roseman still has powerful cards in store. And best of all, the target is simply perfect for the offensive system. I got exclusive details on what's being prepared, but first, if you love the Eagles with all your heart, like and subscribe, because what I'm about to tell you now will make you believe again this time. Something is wrong in Philadelphia. The Eagles, once an unstoppable experimental powerhouse, have suddenly hit a wall in 2025. What used to be a relentless, high-tempo offense now feels hesitant, predictable, and worst of all, average. Jalen Hurts no longer looks like the MVP-caliber quarterback fans remember, and offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo is struggling to recapture that Super Bowl rhythm. But here's the thing. Howie Roseman isn't one to sit around waiting for the call to go away. With the NFL trade deadline approaching, the Eagles' front office may be ready to make one of its boldest mid-season moves yet. Enter Chig Okonquo, the Tennessee Titans' dynamic tight end who could instantly reignite Philadelphia's passing game. Following coach Brian Callahan's move, the team is reportedly listening to offers from players with expiring contracts, and Okonquo's name has jumped to the top of the list. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler revealed that Tennessee is open to trading pass rusher Arden Key, cornerback Roger McCreary, and Okonquo himself. Of the three, Okonquo stands out as the type of playmaker who could completely change the way the Eagles move the ball. Okonquo isn't just another tight end. He's one of the AFC's most reliable receiving threats at the position. Over the past 2 seasons, he's caught over 50 passes per year, despite catching balls from inconsistent quarterbacks like Ryan Tannehill and rookie Cam Ward. Even with limited offensive firepower, Okonquo currently leads Tennessee in receptions and is near the top in receiving yards. Imagine what he could do in a system where defenses already have to focus on A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. For the Eagles, this move makes perfect sense. Dallas Goedert remains productive but has struggled with injuries, and his future in Philadelphia beyond 2025 is not guaranteed. Pairing Okonquo and Goedert now could create one of the most dangerous tight end duos in the league. And if Goedert eventually leaves, Okonquo would already be in position to be a proven, long-term starter. Why gamble on a hot 2026 draft pick when you can bring in a 25-year-old with excellent separation, athleticism, and post-catch skills right now? Roseman also has the draft ammunition to make it happen. The Eagles have several mid-round picks, and let's be honest, a trade like this would do wonders for morale in both the locker room and the fan base. Yes, some fans are still frustrated with Tank Bigsby's experience, but Okonquo represents a completely different level of investment, a high-potential player who fills a glaring need. Adding Okonquo wouldn't just solve the tight end problem. By balancing the offense, it would give Hurts another outlet and force defenses to respect the middle of the field again. Suddenly, those long throws to Brown and Smith open up again. Suddenly, the RPO works again. Suddenly, Philadelphia's offense looks like Philadelphia again. But while Howie Roseman offers a potential offensive reinforcement, there's another area crying out for help. And this time, the problem is on the other side of the ball. If the offense needs a breakdown, the defense needs a storm. And Howie Roseman may be ready to unleash one. After back-to-back frustrating losses, the Eagles' once dominant defense has begun to crack. The pass rush that used to terrify quarterbacks has cooled, and the secondary is paying the price. The fans feel it, the locker room can feel it, and you can bet Roseman feels it too. With the November 4th trade deadline approaching, experts across the league are saying the same thing. Philadelphia is in the market for an edge rusher, and maybe more. According to a new report from ESPN, the Eagles are actively exploring deals for edge rushers and cornerbacks. But what's hot right now? It's all about the pass rush. And 4 names keep popping up on Roseman's radar, each bringing a different kind of firepower, and all of them realistic options before time runs out. At the top of defensive coordinator Vic Fangio's list are 2 familiar faces, Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, both of the struggling Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins are a disappointing 1-5, and that could challenge sellers before the deadline. Chubb, now 29, has 4 sacks this season and remains one of the league's most consistent veterans. He has no guaranteed money on his deal after 2025, making it an easy financial adjustment for Philadelphia. Phillips, on the other hand, is only 26, younger, faster, and still brimming with potential. Injuries have slowed him down, but when healthy, he's explosive off the line and a nightmare for tackles. Fangio knows both players well, and that connection could be the secret weapon to closing a deal. But that's not all. 2 more names are attracting significant internal interest. Jermaine Johnson, the second of the New York Jets, and Drummond Jones of the Tennessee Titans. Johnson, who was named to the Pro Bowl in 2023 after recording 7.5 sacks, is only 25 years old and has been under the team's management management for several years. His price tag will be high, but his combination of power, speed, and youth could make him a long-term solution for the Eagles' defensive line. There's also Draymond Jones, a versatile lineman who can move inside or outside, giving Fangio the flexibility to run creative fronts again. His strength and motor could make him a key part of the rotation in a deep playoff run. The question is, what aggressive action will Roseman take? History tells us a lot. This is the same general manager who never hesitates to act when an opportunity to improve arises. Remember 2022 when mid-season changes reshaped the defense and fueled a Super Bowl run? This year could be deja vu. The difference is that this time, the time calls for a reshaping of the defensive identity. The pressure is on, both literally and figuratively. The mood inside the Novacare complex is urgent. The Eagles are 4-2, but they don't appear to be contenders at this point. The offense is searching for rhythm, and the defense is struggling to get off the field. This combination has created the perfect storm for Roseman to attack, because an elite edge rusher can change everything. He can hide coverage problems, create turnovers, and change the tone of each game. And speaking of coverage problems, the trade buzz doesn't stop at the defensive line. With cornerback depth leading the way, and young players like Kelly Ringo still developing, Roseman may not be ready even if he adds a pass rusher, because just as pressure on the front line can save a second, a reliable cornerback can save a defense on its heels. The Philadelphia Eagles defense has been carrying a heavy load this season, and the cracks are starting to show. While rookies Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean have shown flashes of brilliance, the rest of the secondary has struggled to keep up. Kelly Ringo continues to give up key plays, Adoree Jackson hasn't looked sharp in coverage, and Jacorian Bennett remains stuck on injured reserve. For a team with Super Bowl ambitions, this is a dangerous combination. So, what's the solution? According to Sportsnaut's Matt Johnson, the answer could be a blast from the past. Rasul Douglas, the former Eagle who started his career in Philadelphia, could be on the trade block once again, this time to the Miami Dolphins. With Miami at 1-5 and looking to the future, Douglas could be available at the right price. Johnson envisions a potential deal sending Douglas to Philadelphia in exchange for a 2026 sixth-round pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick, a low-risk move that could pay off handsomely. Douglas isn't the same player who left Philadelphia years ago. He's older, smarter, and more composed, a veteran who's seen it all. After carving out key roles in Green Bay and now in Miami, he's become a respected locker room leader and a reliable cornerback. Sure, his numbers this season, a 66.7% completion rate and a 111.0 passer rating, aren't eye-catching, but those stats come from a defense that's consistently underperformed. In Philadelphia, surrounded by stronger talent and a family-friendly energy, Douglas could thrive again. For defensive coordinator Vic Fangio, the idea makes perfect sense. Put Douglas and Mitchell on the defensive line, move DeJean to nickel or hybrid safety, and suddenly the defense regains its balance. With the possibility of a new edge rusher joining the lineup, coverage responsibilities diminish and turnovers begin to creep in. It's a ripple effect. One smart play can completely change the tone of a unit. Beyond the stats, however, there's something poetic about the possibility of Douglas returning home. When he left the Eagles in 2020, he was a rotational piece still searching for his place in the league. Now he's a Super Bowl champion and a proven starter. Bringing him back wouldn't just fill a void, it would complete a redemption arc the fans could rally behind. And if Howie Roseman truly takes the next step and completes these three moves, bringing in Chig Okonquo to ignite the offense, adding an elite pass rusher to reignite the defense, and bringing back Rasul Douglas to stabilize the secondary, could that be the final push the Eagles need to return to the top of the NFC and contend for a Super Bowl again? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.